welcome back. My name is Eddie.
Steven.
And I'm Matt.
And we are Geeking and Drinking.
So, this episode today, we're going back to Alamo Breer. Right now, we're going to drink the Holiday IPA because what better way to celebrate the holidays is with the new Holiday IPA they have out right now. So, if you're local in Texas or if you see this in your store, if you're watching from out of state or something like that, look them up. They're pretty good. Anything else you want to say about them?
Steven hates IPAs.
Yeah. So this is gonna be more brutal for him.
It's gonna be a little brutal for me because I'm not a real IPA kind of guy. But hey, cheers.
This is for you, Greg.
Do it.
Ooh. I love it.
Yeah.
It's actually a little bit more smooth than most IPAs.
Actually, it is. It's not too bad.
I don't know any IPA that's ever smooth.
I had a few, but this is.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. So yes, thank you for Alamo, of course, for supporting the show. We love you guys. Can't wait to go back to your brewery. If you guys haven't already checked out our episode 6. Episode 6. Okay. Episode 6 of Geeking and Drinking, we actually took a tour and sat down with Brewmaster Greg there at Alamo. It's an awesome episode. We had a great time there, so go check that out and give Greg your love, give Alamo your love. Check him out on social media and just check out the brewery. It's awesome. But what an episode we got for you for today, guys. We're gonna be touching on some things, going on in the world of Disney
and
Marvel
history,
and a little bit of a celebration of.
We're gonna do a little bit of everything here and there,
so.
but like Eddie said, we're definitely gonna dig into the world of Disney here because
Disney properties.
Apparently they've made some real big announcements as far as if you don't know already or if you do know that Disney owns Pixar, Star Wars,
Marvel,
which is Lucasfilms, and Marvel
and National Geographic
and National Geographic. I didn't know that one, but but there were some big announcements. Obviously we've talked about it in our first episode where and streamers that now a lot of companies are coming out with their own streaming services. How Netflix and Hulu, all stream stuff. Well,
we officially
got DC.
Yeah.
And now we officially have
the title for Disney
called Disney
Plus. That's it, Disney Plus.
Already a price.
It's pretty much straight to the point.
Disney Plus, all this stuff.
Hey, there you go. So yeah, Disney. Bob Iger, head of Disney, announced that the name of the new streaming service, which is gonna be coming out late 2019.
Still a long ways away.
Yeah, still a long ways.
It's just because of the content they're filming for.
Yeah, they
want to make sure.
That's another thing we're gonna touch on today. All the content that's to come to this new streaming service, which is I'm very excited about it.
So as we know, as of right now. Netflix and Disney had made a deal a while back, a year ago, so that they were going to be streaming Disney stuff, which includes
Star Wars
current Star Wars films, Marvel films,
old Disney movies.
Well, then Disney came out saying like, "Hey, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do our own thing,
taking us all back."
So which we got. Darth Vader just doesn't want to stay up, man.
He does not.
He probably had a couple IPAs already.
Yeah.
But I just do it like that.
Yeah, he's good.
But like we were saying, Netflix had some stuff from Marvel, and there was announcements that certain shows have already been canceled. We got Iron Fist was the first, and Luke Cage was the second, possibly because there hasn't been any
confirmation on
seasons
of
Daredevil. We're still getting the Punisher. We're still getting Jessica Jones because both of those are either in production or post production already.
Yeah.
But not to fear though, because like I said, even though with Disney announcing their streaming services, they just announced a couple big, not even a couple, actually like 3 big things already. 4.
Well, there's plenty
There's
of
a lot.
there's a lot. Okay, so I know a while back they announced that they're gonna be releasing a live action. I don't know if you guys know about this. A live action Lady and the Tramp movie that's gonna be available exclusively on Disney Plus.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I heard about that. I didn't know.
Live action Lady and the
Exclusive.
Tramp. And
I love
it's
Lady
a-
and
yeah.
Tramp, but I was like,
So yeah, it's gonna be exclusively on Disney Plus. A long time ago, we got announcements that Jon Favreau, who directed Iron Man 2, The Jungle Book,
And he's gonna be
and
directing.
well, he is directing the new Lion King
he has the
movie.
new Lion King. Who he's also gonna be showrunning, producing a new live action, Star Wars series on Disney Plus, and
Based off The Mandalorian.
we got an announcement that is called The Mandalorian. Well, we'll get to that. But just recently announced that Pedro Pascal, who if you guys know from Narcos, he's also come out in Kingsman: The Golden Circle is the second one, right? Okay, yeah, Kingsman:
And
The Golden
also Game
Circle.
of Thrones.
And
That's
Game
the
of Thrones.
Vipers.
And Game of Thrones, yeah, he's gonna be the lead in The Mandalorian, so probably playing The Mandalorian. For those of you who don't know what a Mandalorian is, it's pretty much
Bounty hunters.
bounty hunter. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean,
Not all bounty
not
hunters.
all bounty hunters,
but
but
that's where Boba Fett's armor
comes from.
It's
we don't necessarily know that he's a Mandalorian.
from the Mandalorian.
There's
Yeah.
the speculation that he stole the armor.
Isn't Darth Maul a Mandalorian?
No,
No.
no,
I
he
thought,
got that.
I thought they were diving into that in the show, the
No.
cartoon show.
No, he conquered
Oh, so he conquered.
and
Yeah.
took over.
Oh, okay.
So, there was an announcement of that earlier. We also about a week ago we got an announcement of a Rogue One prequel series.
Prequel.
prequel spin-off.
Prequel spin-off series, but whatever, what have you, surrounding Cassian Andor. Oh God, Cassian Andor, who was on Rogue One, starring Diego Luna, which I'm very excited about. Going down the list, we also have a couple other announcements for Marvel. Tom Hiddleston is going to reprise his role as Loki in a Loki standalone series.
Well, it's gonna be Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen.
Scarlet Witch.
And Scarlet Witch.
And then Falcon, right?
Falcon and
Falcon
Winter
and
Soldier.
Winter Soldiers
are going to have a.
So Anthony Mackie will reprise his role as Falcon, and Sebastian Stan as
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier / Bucky Barnes /
maybe Captain America.
maybe Captain America, but before Captain America / White Wolf.
Yeah, I don't think people. I don't think people actually like caught on to that. Like, I know we know it because comics, and we like they said it. They say it in Infinity War pretty much.
What are you saying with that? We're geeks and we like to drink.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, so yeah, White Wolf. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on for this streaming service. I'm very excited. The thing is, I know a price has not been announced yet for the streaming service, because when I think of streaming service, I think of like, oh man, I'm
paying $10 a month.
I'm Matthew is paying for Netflix. Got Hulu. And
a
it's
DC
like
service.
DC service, Amazon Prime. There's a lot out there. It's just like but I'm really considering like maybe losing Hulu just to get the Disney Plus, because
Well, I got Hulu for free, so I don't gotta worry about that. Even though I don't watch nothing on Hulu, honestly.
Well, I'm watching Scrubs.
I watch SNL on Hulu.
I watch
I
South
love
Park.
Scrubs.
But it was announced early on that Bob Iger had announced that he mentioned it. He goes that the price for this streaming service is going to be less than Netflix, which
Less than like $20.
which I don't see how that's going to work given all this content we're getting.
Well, Disney is a big company in itself, and they have money. Like they're
Well, yeah,
the richest.
but think about it.
entertainment.
Like, they're not going to just let a streaming service go off cheap with all the content we're getting, because we're getting a lot of good content. We're getting great content.
We'll see.
So are we gonna? Is this gonna be like we're gonna get like pretty much like all the Disney movies?
Yes. All the Disney classics,
Okay,
all the Star Wars, all the Marvel.
One of the movies that I've been looking for that I wish I would have bought, because you know how they do the Disney vaults, and once it's gone, is 101 Dalmatians.
They still do that.
Well,
that was VHS back. That was back then.
No, but they even did for like when they released them on Blu-ray and
DVDs
stuff like that. But one of the ones was
remember the commercials coming out of the vault.
One of the ones was being 101 Dalmatians, which is one of my favorite Disney cartoon movies.
And I was like, I thought they're making a live action one, but they already did.
Yeah, they already did. They did two.
They did two of them.
So I mean, I'm hoping that the price isn't too bad. It's not going to hurt your pocket too much, but you never know. Like I said, there's a lot of great content. I mean, I'm just over the hill excited about the Mandalorian. I'm even more excited with that Cassian Andor.
To be honest with you, I don't know which one I'm really more excited about. Which is weird though, because we're getting a prequel of a prequel technically. Obviously, Star Wars, the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope, it came out in 1977, and barely 2 years ago we got a prequel for that movie, showing how the rebels got the plans to destroy the Death Star.
And in all honestly, Rogue One is probably my second favorite Star Wars movie.
As far as spin-offs,
as far as all of them go.
Well, I mean,
honestly,
I don't really want to say that it's a Star Wars movie, because for me the Star Wars movies are.
I mean, it's a Star Wars movie.
Well, I mean,
just because it's a spin-off doesn't mean it's not Star Wars.
Well, for me, the Star Wars movies
saga films is what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the saga films, which is the Skywalker saga, the Skywalker story itself.
I'm counting all Star Wars. I'm counting Solo. I'm counting Rogue One, the prequels. I'm counting all of them. I'm
gonna have to go with Solo. Solo is my favorite. If we're gonna go with Star Wars,
like in general.
Yes.
Like
in general,
like saga included.
Well, are you saying Rogue
One?
Yeah,
I'm saying all of them. All. What do we have now? We have
Episode 8.
We have 8 of them, and then we have Solo, and so we have 10, right? 10 movies right now. There's the original trilogy. There's a prequel trilogy.
The holiday special.
Let's not talk about that. So we got 10 movies, correct? Right?
Yes, we got 10 Star
10
Wars
movies.
Films.
Yes. Not including the Clone Wars film that was released. not including that.
So
we got 10 live action Star Wars films.
The prequels, the
8.
The new trilogy, and then the 2 prequels.
Yeah, we got
10 movies.
We got Episode 1, Phantom Menace. We got Episode 2.
Original prequels, the 2 new ones, and then the 2 prequels.
Okay, yeah, we got 10. There you go. See, there you go. Matthew did it. All right, 10. So out of all 10 of them, Rogue One is probably my second favorite movie. Second favorite. It's up there. I'm just saying, Rogue One is up there for me.
I don't know. I really like Attack of the Clones.
I'm not gonna lie, that one was pretty good. It was way better than the Phantom Menace. That's for sure.
That movie always reminds me of Superbad, where it's like
the only reason
Yoda from Attack of the Clones.
The only reason I don't like Attack of the Clones, I mean, because when it came out, I loved it. The only reason I don't, to this day, to it, like I watch it now, I'm just like, it's all that love awkwardness between Anakin and Padme. It's so weird and so awkward. I had to take a shower after I watched that movie.
Eating with Anakin was awkward in the first 3 movies.
Sand gets everywhere.
Oh god.
But I guess for me,
you can't beat the Coliseum scene though. Where
yeah,
you got the droids and the clone troopers.
Yeah, that's the same. Like that's why I like it.
I think that's the only reason why I like it. It was just the ending. Once it got to that part,
all the Jedi fighting all the droids,
and then Yoda.
That was Sith.
Yoda. That was Yoda, bro.
He was fighting Count Dooku.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Okay,
he opens up his little robe and then.
Finally get to see him in action.
And he just starts jumping around.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
which is funny because he started jumping around, and after the whole thing, he's like,
right? He's like, you really think that came? But yeah. So I'm gonna say, going back to my point, Rogue One is up there for me. It's a great movie. I was excited when it came out, and
okay, out of all the movies and everything Star Wars, I'm still gonna go with Solo.
That's your favorite.
I'm not my favorite, but I'm gonna say that it's up there. It's definitely.
I mean,
it's definitely in my top 3.
A lot of people didn't like.
So what are your top 3?
Top 3, because
good.
Hold on. Do you want to guess?
I'm gonna guess your first one.
What's my first one?
Empire.
Nope.
What?
Because
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw when I was a kid.
Jedi's pretty cool.
And so that's always my favorite. That's always gonna be my favorite. The green lightsaber, like, oh, just love it. Everything about it. My second favorite, The Force Awakens. I mean, oh my god, I could still watch that one and still get all giggly, especially when Han Solo and Chewie,
dude,
come out. I'm like,
I have not had that feeling ever again when I first saw that trailer. When it's just like when you just see Rey right on the little speeder and you hear the music like, coming in like. Oh, and I remember when I was watching that trailer, I was at work taking a shit in the toilet.
Hey,
I was bawling my eyes out. Like it was weird.
I'm just hoping that you washed your hands after that.
I mean, wipe.
You're just so excited you didn't wipe.
No,
but yeah, I mean,
I was at a park.
Force Awakens was definitely one of my favorites. I mean, jeez,
Matt,
we went. Me and Matt went to the Thursday night showing for that one, and
y'all did
at least separately.
I
saw it in IMAX in 3D.
But I'm saying though, I mean,
and even in 3D, it was cool.
And the experience for that one was just so amazing because okay, we got the first 3, episode 1, 2, and 3. Those were good, but. For these coming back and then bringing back
the franchise
characters, it was just so amazing to see on the big screen, and then to share that with my baby brother and to share that with my son was just so amazing. And then
I wonder where
and
where was that?
The crowd. I think you were working.
Well, there's no excuse.
Anyways,
I remember I saw it by myself.
But I'm just
still,
just saying when we went to go see it. The crowd reaction to it was just so amazing. I mean,
I can imagine, and I'm like stop talking about it because I'm getting bummed.
No, but
because when I saw it.
That's one thing I like about seeing because people are like, why are you gonna go watch it in the theater? Why don't you just go like bootleg? I'm like, no, like the experience.
I would never
see it in the theater. I mean, go watch it, experience it on the big screen.
Come on, people! Do not bootleg a movie. Go out and support the filmmakers. Support your favorite movies. Don't bootleg it. Come on, you're better than that.
I mean, you're not gonna get that same experience.
You're gonna get that videotape quality.
Yeah, I mean, you're not.
When we saw Last Jedi. I mean, it was very controversial, but the vibe in that theater was pretty awesome, especially when Yoda came back out. When R2-D2 showed Princess Leia.
And that's the other thing though too is that in that movie, I mean, here's the thing, people. If you're gonna go watch a movie like that in theater, and especially if you're gonna go watch it either on the first weekend or that Thursday night showing, expect crowd reaction. Because I remember when I went to go see The Last Jedi, okay, so Force Awakens, everyone was excited. People were dressed up. People were wearing Star Wars stuff, clapping, shouting.
The first Star Wars movie
it was amazing. It was so amazing. My son had never went to a movie and experienced that in his life. And for him to experience that, he was just like, oh my God, this is awesome. He was even shouting and clapping. And then when The Last Jedi came out, I was sitting next to this one guy. And when Yoda came out, people were like, oh yeah, clapping. Because, I mean, it's Yoda. And this one guy's like, shut up, I'm trying to watch the movie. And everyone's like, you shut up, dude. Like,
you're on a Thursday night showing of a movie that, that's going to be...
That's a big franchise.
That's going to have its fans.
And
you shut up.
They were really promoting The Last Jedi. Like, now I know it was... I enjoyed it.
I love that movie. That movie's good.
And I say it's been in my top 5 Star Wars movies.
And that's the thing about movies like these nowadays. Even when we went to go see Avengers: Infinity War, I mean, come on, how many people were shouting
dude, do y'all remember the
how many people?
Do y'all remember the silence it happened right after Tony Stark got stabbed. Like everybody's like, I was like, oh god, I love theater experiences. I fucking love it. I'm sorry, I love it.
And then everyone's saying, "Oh my god!" And then ending.
Yeah, like no, it was this dead guy was like
nobody knew how to react.
Everybody's walking out like.
So I mean,
even though we know.
I mean, yeah, come on, people. I mean, just
embrace the theater experience, especially for a franchise like Star Wars, Marvel, even DC. Just embrace it. It's fun. It's a good experience. Don't be that person that's going, oh, I'm watching the movie. Oh, like shut up. Like just like shut up. All right.
Or don't even be that person too that's gonna tell me like, just wait for it to come out on DVD or. I know someone that can bootleg it. We'll get it in like a week. I'm like, no.
Right. Don't be that person.
I'm not going to be that. Like, I'm going to go. I'll pay my fucking...
I'm
sorry again. I'm sorry for cussing too. But, this is why we do what we do. This is why we enjoy it.
We're passionate about this stuff.
We're passionate about this. And we're just as passionate about this new streaming service. At first, I was real skeptical about it. I'm not going to lie. I was real skeptical about it because it's like... another streaming service, another thing I'm gonna have to pay for.
Yeah, it just seemed like a cash grab from Disney.
But if it's gonna be, if they're saying that they're gonna be as affordable or even more affordable than Hulu or Netflix, and that's to say what kind of part of Hulu though, because you could pay up to $40 with Hulu.
Oh yeah, that's true. And also, Netflix, they don't have a annual subscription, do they? It's just monthly.
Yeah, it's just monthly.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So these streaming services have either annual or.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that thrilled about DC, but with this one, I am a little bit more thrilled, and it kind of, I don't know if it sucks or not, but it's just because like, I'm sorry, but Disney, despite how some people consider Disney to be evil, I mean they're smart, they're like really pushing.
They play their cards right.
Yeah, they're playing their stuff right. They're holding a hand there, and they're just like, boom. Like,
that's why they're the biggest entertainment company out now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, when Marvel was sold, and the MCU sold to Disney, I was like, oh, just great. Like, and then there was that South Park episode where, it had Mickey Mouse and Mickey Mouse had the stormtroopers and everything. I mean, but I'm gonna tip my hat to them. I mean, they know what to do. They know how to do it. Despite certain things, like we're gonna get a PG-13 Deadpool now because.
See, okay. Let's pause this conversation and touch on that, because for those who don't know, Deadpool is owned by Fox. The rights are owned by Fox. Fox has recently been bought out by Disney, and they're taking over a big movie studio. So,
which I think most of they did it for is because they're getting X-Men back, and they're getting
the
Fantastic Four back. Deadpool.
They're getting a lot of things. They're getting
what's going to happen to the Alien and Predator franchise?
ESPN is part of that too. No, I don't know, but
Disney already own ESPN.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so as soon as this deal is being closed, it was announced that, and we just got Deadpool in what was it, September?
Beginning of this year.
We got Deadpool sometime this year. I forgot when it was. Deadpool 2.
Like May.
And it was good. I liked it. It was
May. It was May because in May we got.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Avengers,
it was Solo and
Deadpool. Which Solo had no chance.
Well, that's why they pushed back the release date
for
Avengers to the 27th in April.
So Deadpool came out earlier this year, and then it was announced that we're gonna release a PG-13 Deadpool movie. My initial thought was like, oh, this is a definite cash grab. This is ugly. I don't like it. I'm not gonna see it.
I'm surprised how much support or how much promotion the character itself is giving towards this. And when I say the character itself, I'm also talking about Ryan Reynolds himself.
Okay. Well, you know what? Now I'm completely turned on this because it's charity. They're gonna give $1 for every ticket sold to a charity called Fuck Cancer. But it's coming out. It's coming out in during Christmas time, so they're gonna change it to Fudge Cancer, PG-13. Ryan Reynolds he tweeted that because Fox, since when Ryan Reynolds approached Fox about doing this true to story Deadpool movie, rated R, raunchy, it's the Deadpool that we got.
Not the dead poop we
Yeah.
got from
So they wanted to do a PG-13 movie from the start. They wanted that, but no, we're gonna do it rated R and we're gonna do it right. They did it right. They did the thing. So his terms was like, he tweeted about this. He goes, my terms for doing a PG-13 movie would be two. I have two terms. One, we donate part of the proceeds to charity, fuck cancer, which they are doing. His second term, he wanted to kidnap Fred Savage for the day, which he did. They filmed scenes him and Fred Savage, a la Princess Bride.
Which if you follow Ryan Reynolds on Twitter, Instagram, he even posted it on there, where he did the Princess Bride thing, and he's got the book, and
it's an older Fred Savage and a Deadpool reading him the Princess Bride books,
and then
which is hilarious.
There was even a poster with Fred Savage and Deadpool on a horse or a unicorn.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, at first I was like, ugh, like why are they doing a PG-13? It's a crash grab, they're just, But now I'm like, you know what? I get it, and they're donating to charity, fudge cancer. Good. I'm glad. Ryan Reynolds is a genuine good guy. He plays the character good. He got his terms. I'll go see it.
I'll definitely go watch it so that knowing that
to support the cause.
Knowing that a part of my purchase will go to a good cause because being a cancer survivor here, also having family that are also cancer survivors, I would definitely support that.
And they already have a poster release.
Yeah,
I know.
Once Upon a Time in Once Upon a
Yeah, it's called Once Upon a Time in Once Upon a Time. What's it called? Once Upon a Time in Deadpool.
Upon a Deadpool.
Once Upon a Deadpool. There you go. Once Upon a Deadpool. So guys, it comes out I think December 16th or December 12th. Whichever it is, a Friday. It comes out early December up until Christmas. It's a limited release. Go check it out. Part of the proceeds go to Fuck Cancer. In this situation, Fudge Cancer. And it's a PG-13. It's gonna be Deadpool. It's not gonna be as raunchy as the original ones, but still, check it out. It goes to a good cause.
Definitely not as raunchy as this episode.
So just go check it out. It goes to a good cause.
IPA for God's sake.
But let's rewind back to this. This whole.
Actually, there was one thing I just wanted to point out real quick about because you mentioned the Deadpool thing and him donating to cancer. One of the reasons why is because during the filming of Deadpool 2 itself, he had kids, with the illness and with terminal illnesses come and visit the set where he got criticized for, where parents were like, why is he, allowing kids to come and see this movie? It's R-rated, it's raunchy, there's violence, this and that. And I loved his response. His response was pretty much like, these kids are battling something much worse than an R-rated movie, than for them to not see an R-rated movie.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's go see a movie.
I mean, I didn't take my son to see the first one just because we didn't know how it was gonna be. But after I was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I mean, there was just kind of one scene, but that was real quick. Yeah. And he could have just closed his eyes on that.
What part is that?
The balls and hoes.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that movie was great. There were some issues with it, but I mean other than just minor things, I mean just as a fan of
the whole X-Force thing was funny.
I mean it was a great movie. It was awesome.
Brad Pitt.
Everything about both of them are just amazing. So you know what, I'm also still a little curious to see how this PG-13 one will play out.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we also got Venom as a PG movie, which was originally going to be an R-rated, but
it's still Sony. That's under Sony. That's
but I mean, yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But it still kind of plays out in the same situation because what we've mentioned before, and the fact that there's a possibility that they could use.
So I saw somewhere that since Venom was technically a success, that after Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man may just be turned to Sony. Just be Sony, but that I don't trust. And like some of these Instagram posts I see, I don't 100% trust them.
I mean, you just gotta see how everything just plays out.
Yeah.
And again, it's the same thing with this new Disney Plus. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna play out. Really curious to see how everything's gonna be with the shows. You know, you got The Mandalorian coming out. I mean, being a Boba Fett fan, I really want to see that. I mean, I know I know it's not gonna be a Boba Fett set film. Boba Fett set film.
And it was.
But I mean, just being a fan in general of you know, the Mandalorian race.
I never understood this whole you know. I mean, I get it, but it's just like Boba Fett's such a lame character. I'm sorry, he died. Like, yeah, he was cool in Empire, but come on.
But I mean,
Jedi, they need him to be such a wuss.
Even in Empire, he and yeah, I guess you can say that's my main issue about it.
I kind of wish they went through with the spinoff movie.
Yes,
because
exactly.
It would have showed him how what he really was.
Yeah, but I guess, and like I said, it's not even just Boba Fett himself too. It was the father, the clone, Jango Fett. They made it be like, you know, he was this badass. He kicked Obi-Wan's ass in one scene.
Well, at least he went out cooler than Boba Fett.
And then fucking Master Windu comes in like, oh my god.
It's like that was cool. He goes, wow! I just chopped his head off. That was so cool.
But then he's like,
Samuel Jackson.
I guess you don't really mess with Samuel Jackson.
Who is also on Nick Fury.
But
they should make a Nick Fury series. That should be cool.
There's been talks about it, but I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, being a fan of it, that's what I really love about the cartoon, the Clone Wars, is because they actually give a better aspect of the Mandalorians.
Yeah, they dig into their
and how proud of a race they were.
Yeah.
Of themselves, and
before this guy took over.
You know, which I'm very excited to see just a different story outside of Jedi. I want to see Mandalorian. Like, I want to see it. And Pedro Pascal, you know, from what I've seen him, he's a good actor. And
well, plus we're gonna get the Clone Wars season 6.
No, it's like season 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be on the on the Disney Plus.
Yeah, exclusively on Disney Plus. Yep, you're totally right about that.
So if you're a fan of Clone Wars,
if you're a fan of Star Wars in general, Disney Plus is the place to be.
I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions on the Clone Wars. Some didn't like it, some did.
I still gotta finish it.
I liked it.
It's good. I like it.
Episodes I watched because I always watch it when I would live with Dad.
The only one I still can't get into is just Rebels, but I really want to watch it because I want to watch.
After the second season, it gets really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I even heard even after the first season, during the second season, or like midway through the second season.
I love it. The first season was good. It got me real invested. And I seen some of the second season, but I can see the Ahsoka Tano.
It'll be nice if they kind of would do a reiteration of that too. You know, bring Rebels back because I know that ended as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rebels is over. It's done. They did their story. They're done with it.
See, again, I haven't seen the whole thing, so I really don't know.
They're done.
No, I know the new Star Wars show they have out right now. I think it's on Disney XD. It's Star Wars The Resistance.
Yeah, it's a different style of animation.
But Poe Dameron's in it.
Yeah, Poe Dameron's Oscar Isaac. He reprised his role as Poe Dameron.
That's cool.
Oh.
But again, you know, like I said, I'm real interested to see what's going to happen with a lot of these characters. I mean, with everything. I mean,
when it comes to the Marvel,
yeah, dude,
spin-offs,
like that's another
Star
thing.
Wars.
Like the Marvel, like my favorite character other than Captain America in the MCU, hands down, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. That's my favorite character. Like I don't know why. What drives people, what makes me gravitate towards him a lot. But I love that character. Like he's so. Because he pretty much matches Captain America, and I
definitely loved him, obviously in Winter Soldier
because
I mean
that was my favorite Cap movie. I was like, I liked the first one, but when I saw the Winter Soldier, I was like, all right, this is.
I remember we saw it. We're just like we saw when they're doing that fight. We're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the beginning with the first mission where they go into that pirate ship. And,
like he just kicks everybody off the boat, like it was like whoa, this Captain America is.
And then even his little mini fight with that UFC guy
George St. Pierre.
George C. Pierre.
GSP.
But I mean, the fights that he had with Winter Soldier himself was just.
See, the thing is like I love this you know this duo dynamic between Winter Soldier and Falcon, because I mean they're both introduced in the same movie, Winter Soldier. They're both good friends of Steve Rogers.
And both kind of had a team up in Civil War.
Well, both of them in the comics, in different storylines, have taken up the Captain America mantle. You know, there was a Falcon who took over Captain America, and then there was Bucky Barnes who took over Captain America. So
it was originally Bucky Barnes,
yeah,
and then.
So who knows? Like maybe
later issues and other storylines, it was.
Who knows? Like maybe this series picks up after the events of Avengers 4. If possibly Captain America dies, maybe this is like, you know, who's in it? Like not so much like a
who's gonna be who?
Well, like I'm just like it's like a back and forth, like who's gonna take over the mantle? Like, you know, like that's. I'm just
maybe it relishes their friendship more, knowing that they both lost a close
friend. Yeah, because I mean we saw that in Civil War when Cap's kissing
because
Sharon Carter.
Yeah,
and they're both in the car just like.
but also in Infinity War, if you really kind of think about it, if it was the opposite way, they already both lost Cap.
Okay, they both
disappeared.
They both got snapped.
Yeah, I mean, so
they didn't survive the snap.
You know, and then with this Loki, come on, I mean,
I'm really curious on how that's gonna play out too, because
I think it's gonna be a prequel. I don't think it's gonna be
kind of like what he
was doing when he from the events of the first Thor movie to Avengers, like when he got in touch with Thanos. Maybe I don't know. All I know is that Tom Hiddleston is a great actor. Him as Loki is one of the best villains we have in MCU. So why not? Why not capitalize on that? Like people love him.
He's been around since the first Thor movie.
And honestly, like
the beginning.
Yeah, honestly, he died in Infinity War, and it was sad.
Supposedly no resurrections.
Supposedly no resurrections, but just like I just felt like I'm not done with this character yet. Like, can we not be done with it?
Yeah, me neither. I really wasn't either.
You know, he was meant to die early to show how menacing a villain Thanos is, and it did the job. I'm just like, I don't want him to go yet. I don't want him to go yet. Like, he's a good character.
But I think there's also a lot of key stuff too in Infinity War that we also need to kind of, because the thing with Marvel is you really do have to overthink everything.
Yeah,
so much.
Yeah.
Because you overthink it and they go completely different.
Yeah, and with that first scene itself in Infinity War, the whole Thanos being on the ship and getting the Tesseract and everything and killing Loki, and then but some of the things they say, like Loki's like, I can be your guide, I am son of Odin, god of mischief. Mm-hmm. God of mischief. Because he's always mischievous.
Do you think they would do it a third time though? Because it would be the third time he fakes his death.
But, and then for Thanos to even say no resurrections this time, it's like, because that's kind of like putting the stamp on this is it for him, but. Again, you gotta overthink. Like, what if it really isn't?
I just got a thought right now. I mean, we all know. I mean, there's no secret that this next movie's gonna deal a lot with time travel. We all know that. I mean,
time travel, and I want to say the Soul Stone. Too.
Time travel and Soul Stone.
We never experienced the Soul Stone until Infinity War.
Yeah, and at that we haven't experienced to its full capacity. Full power.
Obviously, when Thanos got the Soul Stone was to kill off
Gamora, who is also a big character,
especially in Guardians.
They're not just gonna let that character die like that, especially they're not. So what I'm saying, like, what if in some aspect someone messes with time, and we get like a post credit, like the second scene, and there's a trace of Loki coming back. Like they reverse his death with the time travel, or with
I'm just saying, Avengers 4 is carrying it to be pretty cool. It's something different.
The only thing I've heard lately from Avengers 4,
it's gonna be 3 hours long.
Yes, is that the time run? Yes. As of right now, the time run for it is 3 hours long.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I'll sit there for 3 hours. I'll hold my pee for 3 hours. I don't care. I would not get a beer just to sit to that movie. No,
I didn't get it. I don't think I got a beer when I went to Infinity War just because I didn't want to get up. I don't think I got any drink.
I did. I got a beer.
Just because I didn't want to get up at all.
I just like to drink a beer.
Like, especially that I wanted to make sure I caught the post credits too.
And there wasn't even any.
No, there was one. There was.
Captain Marvel. Yeah. Well,
Nick Fury and Maria Hill.
Dude, remember like when like everybody's still waiting like after like the credits finished. There's nothing. Everybody's like, oh. I mean, it was kind of expected, but it was like,
I think it said at the title and then
it just kind of
the dust.
No, the one that all the credit scenes, the end credit scenes, the one I really loved was the one of Captain America on Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Is he doing a video?
Patience is it was funny because it's like, everyone wants to stay for the end credits because they want more. They want to see what's coming up next for all the Marvel stuff, and that's pretty much like how we are feeling right now with all this Disney Plus stuff. We want to see what they have in store for us, what else is gonna happen and stuff like that.
Well, regardless, I'm excited. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, like almost five different things to be very excited about. Star Wars, Marvel combined. Even past, present, future. It's gonna. I'm very excited for it. Let us know if you guys are excited for it. I mean, do y'all even want the streaming service?
We all consider getting the streaming service.
Can y'all,
how do y'all feel about it?
Can y'all get it so I could use your password? Let us know.
Same here.
We started the show because we, I said we us three are really passionate about these movies, especially comic book movies. We're also really passionate about drinking, giving our name.
We love to enjoy good craft beers.
Yeah, so like I said, like we're passionate about this stuff. We're passionate about the movies we watch, especially these comic book movies. But we wouldn't really be here if it wasn't for one of the
main honcho,
the
legend,
Stan,
the man,
Lee, Stan the man. Unfortunately, passed away this week at the age of 95. We
lost a great storyteller.
And yes, we did. But you know what? I say we didn't lose him. Yeah, he, unfortunately he passed away. May you rest in peace, Stan. We love you. We're gonna miss you, but we're still gonna have you around with these stories. We're still gonna get these MCU stories that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for him. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact that they shot, multiple cameo scenes for future movies. So, come Avengers 4, come Captain Marvel, we're gonna get Stan Lee. We're gonna see him again. And I don't know about you guys, but when we're in those theaters, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna piss off that guy in the theater that sit next to you. I'm gonna clap. I
think everybody is, and I really do hope everybody does give that at least standing ovation for him.
He deserves it. He really does.
If it was not for him, he would.
We wouldn't have Spider-Man.
But not only that, but a lot of people would have not been inspired.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, one of the last known, recordings of him that was just recently released was him getting ready to, him and his people getting ready to shoot an actual footage, but someone was recording beforehand. He was just praising how much he loves his fans and how much he loves that his fans love him, and it was just like, he cared about his fans. He loved what he did, and he did it for them. And we're never gonna get something like that ever again. It's just, like I said, it's, on one hand it's very sad that we lost someone very high, but hey, we're not here to get sad. We're here to celebrate the legacy of a true life hero. So just real quick, Stan Lee,
may you rest in peace.
Never forgotten.
And thank you for making us true believers.
Yes. Real quick, what is your guys'? Come on, king of the cameos. I mean, there hasn't been a Marvel movie that passed now that you know that you're not gonna see a cameo from him. What's your favorite Stan Lee cameo? And I'm pretty sure I guess yours, but I still want to hear, Matt. What's yours?
It's kind of hard to say. A lot of them to pick
There's
from.
a lot of them.
That. Especially
Which one really actually?
Which
really
one
stood out
comes
to you?
like which one like you really think of?
I guess the one in Deadpool where he's in a strip club.
yeah.
Yours.
Well, I want to get because I guess because
I want yours.
No, I want yours. Well, I know you haven't seen this one, and yeah, there are two. I'm not gonna name one because I know it's yours, but there's one in I forgot. I think it's Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 2, where he stands next to he comes up. He's standing next to Peter Parker, who
Tobey
was
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, and he looks at him. He goes, "You know what? I guess one person can make a difference." That sums it up. But that's not my favorite one. My favorite one is in Teen Titans Go. Yes, he made a cameo as himself in Teen Titans Go, and he plays he pokes fun at the fact that I'm the king of the cameos. He does it in a DC movie, and like at first I was like, are they making fun of him? It's like, oh no, but in the credits, Stan Lee as himself. I'm like, yes, like he's the man. That's why he's the man. Stan Lee in Teen Titans Go is my favorite one, and I know what yours is.
Mine is, I mean, obviously because I've showed you the movie before. A lot of people may not know it. Others about if you're as old as I am, know what it is. But it's not even a Marvel movie.
It's before Marvel movies.
Yeah, well, I mean there were some Marvel movies, but before the MCU, it's definitely Mallrats.
Kevin Smith's
Mallrats, where Stan Lee is talking to
Brody.
Jason Lee, who plays the character Brody.
Gives him a little bit of
nudge to go for the one that he loves. I mean, just love that cameo. Love it. I mean, he sells it so good on what he's saying, and whether it was scripted or if he actually said it from the heart, or I mean, it was just, I loved it. It was so amazing.
It's the
best thing.
For a little insight now, like I know Kevin Smith talks about it on his Fat Man Beyond podcast, where they dedicate to Stan Lee. He has a little backstory in that, which is amazing. Stan Lee inspired all, and he, he's gonna live on. We lost some great comic book legends this year. Steve Ditko, who actually illustrated all the comics for Stan Lee. John Schnepp,
co-creator with Stan Lee for Spider-Man.
Yeah. Also lost John Schnepp, creator of Metalocalypse, the director of Superman Lives: What Happened. It's a great documentary about the Tim Burton directed Superman movie that's going to star Nicolas Cage, which is a pretty good one. And now Stan Lee, so I'm pretty sure those three are up there right now, and they're having a good old time, So that's the episode, guys. Thank you for sticking around. I want to give a fan shout out to Gilbert, Joe, and Uncle Kim. That's our Uncle Kim. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And just continue giving us that love. You guys check out Alamo Beer. Check out the brewery. Another shout out to Greg. Hey, we love you, man. Thanks for having us again. And just, celebrate Stan Lee. Celebrate all things,
celebrate creativity.
Creativity and everything. We wouldn't be here, like I said, if it wasn't for, Stan the man. So, we'll raise our glasses one more time to the man, and for Geek and Drinking. My name's Eddie.
Steven.
And I'm Matt.
To Stan.
Excelsior!